Hello lovely people, welcome back to the channel. This is Simone from Popping for Parkinson's. In this session, we're going to explore two ways of moving our feet. Now, there's many ways in which we can move our feet when it comes to popping dance. There's a lot of footwork steps that one can learn, but I realized that in the last 10 years of teaching Popping for Parkinson's, most of my students resonate with these two particular techniques that we're going to explore today. They're techniques that really help the foot move in a slightly different way than you normally would when you walk and sort of do your daily life and daily activities. But actually, it stimulates neuroplasticity in the brain. So it creates new pathways. So anytime you feel stuck, maybe you're feeling like a freezing bout is about to come, or you feel just a little bit rigid in your legs and your feet, this could be a great thing to practice. We're going to explore the Romeo and the Egyptian. They're originally Romeo twist and Egyptian twist, but we adapt them to really look at them as a separate footwork exercise. Most of my students feel that these two techniques are extremely beneficial to get things moving into the body, especially if they feel stuck or if they need to find themselves moving slightly sideways if they can't move forward for whatever reason. So we're going to start with the warm-up as we always do. Follow along, super easy, just to get into the body and oil in the joints. We're then going to break down the techniques of the two steps, and then we're going to put them together. No crazy routine for this one, because this really is about making sure that you understand the concept and then playing with it. The routine, as you will see, would be redundant. So for now, let's start with the warm-up and let's take it from there. Let's go. Okay, let's get going. Follow along, make sure you have enough space to move around you. Follow along, let's start with a couple of breaths, nice and easy. Let's go. And breathe out. One more time, we go. And out. Let's take a big morning stretch, whatever feels nice to open and stretch. Ooh. Reset the day, restart the day. Open the back if you want. Shoulder rolls, nice and easy, back. Using your breath, out the way we go, forward. Easy. Let's go with some head rolls one way. Go. Nice and smooth and soft. Out the way we go, and hop. Let's go with a side stretch of the torso. And switch. Let's find some twists. Nice and easy, opening the spine and the torso. All right, let's go with the hip rolls. Easy, out of the way we go. Up. All right, let's go with the knees. Knee rolls. Very nice and easy. Oil in the joints, out of the way. Ankles, so roll in the ankle. We really want to make sure that we spend a little bit more time today warming up the foot. So actually, let's go the other way, rolling the foot the other way. Switch legs. So one leg, out. Easy. Same thing other way with the roll. Lovely. I want you to shake your legs off. Shake, 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 shake. We're going to take a little bit of a calf stretch just to activate the calf. So one leg to the back. I'm just turning profile so it's clearer to see. So stretching the calf, waking that up, and then switching legs. Same thing other side. If it's available to you, find a bit of a hamstring stretch by sending one leg forward with a heel up, and if you want to reach for your toes or not, just to wake up, back of the legs, switch side. So other leg forward, feeling the back of the legs waking up with a bit of a easy stretch. Nothing too crazy to start with. All right, shake your legs off. Let's take one more breath. And breathe out. Great, stop, shake it off, and let's get going. Okay, so Romeo twist and Egyptian twist, but again, adapted as footwork only exercises and techniques. We're gonna start with the Romeo. Now, The Romeo goes something like this. We want to move the feet outwards using the heels and toes, going outwards and inwards. So we don't really move forward and back, we move side to side. So usually, traditionally, we start with the heel going out. The legs are slightly relaxed, so they're not completely stretched and stiff, but we sort of relax them. It will make things easier. We're gonna start with the heel going out, one side, and then the toes out, and then the heels out, and then the toes out. Then we're gonna rewind that action. So we're gonna go toes, heel, toes, heel. And ideally, you are in the same beginning position, starting position. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side, on the other leg. So we're gonna go heel out, toes out, heel out, toes out, toes in, heel in, toes in, heel in. So this is the basic technique of the Romeo when it comes to footwork. It's called Romeo because back in the day they used to wear shoes branded Romeo, and they were extremely shiny on the toes and heels. So when they went to the club, people were like, "Oh wow, look at those Romeos," and like great sneakers basically, and great shoes. And so in order to sort of showcase that brand new sneaker, brand new shoe, they will work with their heels and toes to really, make that toe shine. So this gives you a little bit of a cultural context where it comes from. So we want to practice this: heel out, toe out, heel out, toe out, and rewind, rewind. Now, the fact that we start heel out is just a convention. So it doesn't really matter when it comes to your practice. It's good to know culturally and artistically that that's what we're doing, but at the end of the day, this is a technique that should serve you in your dance expression as well as your daily practice when it comes to exercising to fight the Parkinson's symptoms. So let's put the music on. We're gonna do this Romeo twist very slowly, and then we're gonna sort of speed it up as we go along. The torso and the body can follow along, of course. For now, this is not the main focus. I'm gonna give you a couple of options later on to show you what you could potentially do with your torso, but for now, we're just gonna stick to this clean technique of the Romeo. Let's go. Nice. Music is on. We're gonna get going with the Romeo, starting on this side. Very slow heel first. So we go to the heel, the toes, the heel, the toes. Rewind. Toes, up. Other side we go. And rewind, rewind. One more time at this speed. Let's try. Nice and easy.
I don't know what you're doing to me, baby.
Other side.
If only you knew how much you mean to me. Been thinking about you lately.
We're gonna go double time of this, meaning the heel, toe, heel, toe. Keep the legs relaxed to allow for the movement to happen. Heel, toe, toe, heel. Let's try again. Let's go. And last round. Let's go. Okay. Right, same thing, but slight variation. We're gonna go, instead of rewinding the leg back, we're gonna bring the other leg to us. So, what does that mean? We're gonna start on this side one more time. Heel, toe, and then instead of rewinding this leg, we're gonna use this leg to join the other one. Heel, toe, or toe, heel, doesn't really matter again. It's really about understanding this idea of turning the leg in and out, using that action. And then we're gonna open the legs again, go back to the starting position. So heel, toe, heel, heel. Okay, so we, instead of coming back to where we start, we go to the leg we're traveling to. Nice. Or that we're opening and we travel to that. Okay, let's try this variation slow and then quick. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's try. Open, toe, heel. Now travel to it. 1, shoo. Other side we go. Open. Close it. Shoo. Sure. Same thing, same speed. Let's try. So open. Let's try this same thing, double time, let's try. So we go heel, toe, close it, and open, 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 and close it, one more time, let's go. Nice and easy, let's go. Two more rounds of this, let's go. Last one. Okay. Great. So that was the Romeo. We're now going to explore the Egyptian, which comes from the Egyptian twist step. But we're just going to focus on the footwork. The great thing about the Egyptian is that it's basically the Romeo done with two legs at the same time. Now, what does that mean? Traditionally, we keep the legs kind of together, usually, and we're gonna go with both heels and then both toes in either direction. What does that mean? It's probably easier if I just do it, which is bring the heels to, let's start on this side, so we're gonna go heels that way. Then we're gonna bring both toes that way. Shoop. Both heels, both toes. Both heels, both toes. Let's try to go back on ourselves. Again, so toes and heels, yes? So they try to go together. Now, depending on the floor stickiness and what you're wearing in terms of shoes, you might find that you might need to really shift your weight to the heels and to the toes for the turn to happen, for the twist to happen. But realistically, we also try to kind of graze the floor to create the illusion that we're gliding across the floor. So even though on, like weight-wise, we are shifting the weight to the heels and to the toes, usually I would usually suggest to try to graze the floor with your feet, so you don't really lift as much. So we shift the weight, but you try to keep the illusion that you're grazing as much as possible, of course. So this is the Egyptian. It's called the Egyptian twist originally because in theory, we should keep the torso and the head and the rest of the body facing forward as the legs twist and create this traveling Egyptian looking scenario and movement language. And it does come from the Egyptian hieroglyphics and graffiti that we find in pyramids and all sorts of that stuff. So it is very much, that's the vibe that we're going for. But again, we're focusing on the legs for now. But it's just good to know where it comes from culturally as well. So we're gonna try this, very nice and easy, slow, going one way, the other way. And depending on the space that you have, play around with going to your right or your left, depending on the space that you have, all right? So I'll put the music on, we'll do it slowly, then a little bit faster. Throughout, I'm gonna suggest you try to keep your torso nice and tall. So try not to curve and slouch, because this, if I do a profile, it's actually harder to balance if you're here. If you are nice and tall, you can work with the heels and toes without compromising balance. So this is a really nice way of sensing verticality as you're exploring the twist in the legs. Let's put the music on, let's give that a try. Awesome, the music is on, let's get moving. Feet together, we're gonna start going that way. Heels first, 3, 2, stay nice and tall. Heels, toes, heels, toes. Nice and tall in the body. Let's go the other way. You can bend your knees to allow for the movement to happen nice and easy. Let's go. Easy, breathing, switch. This is gonna be tricky, but we're gonna try it. Double time if you want, which means heels, toes, heels, toes, heels, toes. Switch it. This is tricky. It requires quite a lot of more core work and leg work, but try. Go. Shoot, shoot. Couple more. Stay nice and tall in the body. Last round, let's go. Three, two, one, up. Okay. Great. So now we have the Romeo, single foot, and the Egyptian, double feet together. So now you can really play with all sorts of options when it comes to putting them together. And this really is about you playing with the concept rather than creating a routine that you just learn and that's it. At the end of the day, we want you to understand what the technique is and the concept is, and I want you to make it yours. Play like a child without being childish about it. That is the rule, that's the game that we're playing. The rules are, you either move your leg outwards or inwards, one leg at a time, or both legs together. So you could start with a Romeo, and then maybe you bring the Romeo back. Maybe you do it with the other side, and this time you close it the other way. Then in order to go back on yourself, you can do a bit of an Egyptian. And then you can break the Egyptian down into a little bit of Romeo into Egyptian again. And just play along with this kind of options. You can also lift the leg if you want. You can do a one-legged Romeo. This is more advanced, but if you can also give that a try. Again, if some of these things get too much or you're not ready for it, that's absolutely no worries. Remember, 25 years of almost daily practice. If this is one of your first classes and lessons, you know, we want to be realistic. We want to start from the basics and then build up from there. But I also want to give a sense of what if you know how to do this and you've been doing this for a long time and you want to advance it and make it a little bit more challenging. Maybe you feel ready for the challenge. One option is to lift the leg. Okay, so for the last time, I'm going to put the music on and we're going to play with this idea of Romeo and Egyptian. This time is for you to practice, play, and explore what it means. You can follow along, but I suggest you do your own thing. I'm just going to demonstrate what it means to play along with these two steps. You will also notice that my torso, my body, will dance along because, of course, the music is playing, I just want to dance. So even though the legs are doing this exercise and they're playing with this game and this task, my body's still free to react to the music. And also, it really supports my legs twisting, my lower body twisting. It really supports, my core is working quite a lot. So even though it doesn't look like a crazy, difficult step, it is a full body experience. Dance is always a full body experience, but you know, that's what it is. So, music on, time to improvise, freestyle, play with these two concepts, the Romeo and the Egyptian. Let's go. Great, music is on, let's get started. Play, freestyle, Romeo and Egyptian. Let's try.
To the max. Take it to the max. Woo! To the max. Take it to the max.
Whatever you do it good. Don't just stop in the middle of the groove. Get your body up and move. Get your mind in overtime. Whatever you do,
Take it to the max.
don't stop the moving.
Take it to the max.
Like what you doing.
Take it to the max.
Just keep on moving.
Keep going, let's go.
To the max. Take it to the max.
To the max. Take it to the max.
Okay.
The best.
So there you have it. You have the Romeo and the Egyptian. And now you can put them together, play with them, and really explore a new way of moving across the floor, across the space. I would really recommend you practice this. You can pause and rewind the video at any time. And I would really recommend you practice this on your daily basis. So that makes practice feel less like practice if you incorporate these movements in your daily work, in your daily life. So for example, you go and you need to reach for something, you could just step and grab it, but actually what you could do in order to practice this is you could go with the Romeo, to then reach the thing that you're reaching. So That's a very easy way to make the practice, to embed the practice into your daily practice and your daily life without making it. I'm gonna do that again. So there you have it, the Romeo and the Egyptian. You can now play with these two concepts and techniques. You know where they come from, and you really use them to find other alternative ways to move across the floor. This is extremely important in popping dance and in all dance in general, to cover space in many different ways, but also it could be great for your daily activities and daily life. So next time, in order to keep this practice, you can watch this video, pause it, rewind it, and do all of that stuff as many times as you wish. But you can also incorporate these two techniques in your daily life. So next time you go and reach for something in the cupboard, instead of maybe stepping towards it, you could go with a little bit of an Egyptian, a bit of Romeo, and grab the thing, and you're done. So in that way, you can practice during your daily life and make it feel less like practice and more of a natural way of moving across the floor in different ways. So we're gonna leave it at that for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it with anyone that you think might benefit from it. If you wanna learn more about me and about the project, you can find us at poppingforparkinsons.com. But for now, keep moving, keep dancing, and keep popping. I'll see you on the next one.